Okay, everybody, it did not work the other way, so we are going to do it this way. Second time. You got the string. You want to wrap it around your finger, and we're going to do the blossom in bigger beads. Bigger beads mean bigger holes, mean easier to follow. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pick up a blue. It's also very bright colors, so it should work. And they're good colors too. And we're going to go another time. 1. Just try to keep them close as possible to the same size while practicing so you don't end up with a lopsided flower. And we got 5. 1, 3, 4, 5, 1. We're going to do it twice more. Pick up 5. And 1. You don't have to do it the same colors. You can practice with whatever colors you feel like. And I would recommend practicing, especially the middle part before you move on. This, like I said, this will be a flower when it's done, but you got to get it done first. And you got to make sure each stage you got it handled to the point where it's not going to come undone on you. So make sure you count and you double check that you have 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 2, 5, 1, that's 3, 5, 1, that's 4, 5, 1, that's 5. Just check the beads that you have multiple of, and then you're going to, from this side where you're holding the string, you're going to start it. You're going to make sure it gets through all the beads. And I will forewarn you, don't pull until you grab back a hold of the other side of the string. See this? Leave it enough that you can see it, and then just feed them onto the string and make sure every single bead from every single side is through. And then you're going to grab this string again and pull everything through. And so because you did that, you now have a loop that you can get situated. Okay, now for this excess, you're going to gently slide. Just leave a tiny tail out like that so you don't pull it all the way through. And you're going to go through the beads for the second time. Just do not lose this inside, this little string inside of your beads. Make sure you hold it clamped down. Because you don't want it to slide through again. So, see, holding one side, the tiny side, the little. And the reason you want to go through again is it helps secure your circle. And I would go through a few at a time until you get the circle done. And you might find at this point that string right there is stuck. I use a multiple filament because the needles I use have such small eyes. You actually need something you can flatten in single filaments. You can't flatten, so I use spider line or fire line normally because it works well for me and it makes strong pieces. Okay, there we go. What you should have at this point should be a little ring that's completely together. And we are going to do 4 blue beads for the center. Oh yes, you put it out right the same place that you put it in the first time. So you will have your little string and then you'll have your long string. And then you're going to pick up 4 blues. And a red. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is what you will be using as your petals. And you're going to go from the blue to the blue. And you're going to make sure they're in between the blues, not on the opposite side of the blues. So the blues, well, the singular beads will, see, it's the blue bead that I put it behind, in front of, however you want to look at it. But this is how it starts. And you just keep going around until you're finished. I'll be right back to show you what it looks like finished. Okay, here it is. It's a little wobbly. I've already put it through. You start with the blue bead where you come in last. And you do the same thing you did at the beginning. Just put it through the blue bead. And then you can go through a second time through that blue the first layer of blue beads, because that'll help it hold shape better and it won't be so wobbly. And I always go through the red. Ooh, I'm stuck. Hold on. One through the red. See, it's coming out through that red. And we're going to put it back through. I promise y'all, I'll get better at this. Explaining it, not just doing it. And sorry, this is my second ever tutorial video. So we put it through the blue one between the red ones, which was on the first. And you keep going around, but as you can see, these two are now firmer, but these 3 need to be finished. But when you get finished, what you will end up with is, this one's a three layered. So the purple petals in the middle circle is what it'll look like when you're done. Just a little flower, and we'll come back and discuss layering in another video. I hope y'all are having a blessed day. And until next time, this is Gabrielle, and I hope everybody enjoys. Later.